So we're with the smiley face ball again. We're looking at doing some hand exercises. These are really nice for relieving tension, improving flexibility, and the actuality, so you can actually move the fingers more in control. And okay, so we'll just start with a pre-test. And the idea is that just have your hands and just open them wide, and just have a little look and see, if you're right-handed like I am, you can see my right hand isn't quite as flexible at the wrist as my other hand is. Long fingers. And then just kind of take a snapshot of that selfie and just say, okay, right, we'll see what it's going to look like in a minute. Usually go for the one with the least range of movement first. Start with just the knuckles. So there's a knuckle at the head of the finger joint, so where it joins onto the hand, and it's the metacarpal head. And we're looking to keep the finger long, reaching out through the finger, and then press down with the knuckle onto the ball, and then release. Now, as you release, you can keep that sort of angle through and open up the knuckle, and then you push down through the knuckle and pressing up and down. You can do about 3 or 4 on each finger and working your way through. And it's a bit more easy to see the white knuckle opening and closing with the hands, but I'm pressing down with the back of the hand, arching the hand over the ball, and then pushing it down and up, and letting the resistance in the ball pop the knuckle up into the air. And like I say, do 3, 4, 5, each joint in turn. Remembering that when you get to this one here, like we did with the feet, it's slightly outside of the line of the hand. So we do, that first. Then we work on running through the rays of the finger. So each finger bone has a connecting bone through the rest of the hand. And we go through along those rays and into the arm bone just behind the wrist. So start with the thumb. Have the ball on something reasonably solid. I'm using a 12-inch block. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to push, and I'm going to push through the finger bones all the way through. And then I'm going to push through the ray of the thumb, and I'm going to keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, and I'm going to roll the ball just past my wrist joint here. And then I'm going to do that a couple of times, just pushing away, and then through each finger in turn. And again, just trying to enjoy the feeling of pressure. So if it feels really nice as you push down hard, push a little bit harder. If it feels like the ball's going to slide away a little bit less, and just play with it until it feels yummy for you. Okay, so that's 2 movements. The third one is we're going to do some pushes, and we're going to do pushes with the tips of the finger, and then we're going to do pushes with the flats of the fingers. Different control systems, different connections through the the synapses into the head, and it's all about strength and flexibility. So starting with the thumb, place the ball into the cup into the hand, and then just put the pad of the thumb down onto the ball. And then as you breathe in and out, just press and release. And again, 3, 4, 5 on each finger, working through each finger in turn. And you'll see as you go through down into the little fingers, as they're a bit less flexible with me, I have to have other fingers helping me to do it, especially with that little one. And it doesn't really want to do that push flat. Once I've done, that set on the pads of the finger, I'm going to work onto the fingertips. So again, holding the ball in place, and it's like I'm spearing the ball with my thumb. And I'm going to do 3, 4, 5. And again, through each finger in turn, just working through that push, all of the bones lining up, a little bit of flexion, and then push into the fingertip. Once I've finished all of those, my hand feels a bit more fluid, but I'm not quite finished. I'm going to put the hand onto the block. Now I'm going to use the ball under the heel of the other hand, and this is really, really nice. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll through the hand, just pushing the ball onto the backs of the fingertips, running through all the bones. If I find a joint that needs a little bit of care and attention, I might just do a couple of little circles there and maybe pause and hold it there for a little bit. And just keep sort of rolling through the hands, rolling through the bones, and trying to find some separation between all of the different pieces of tissues within the hand. And just play with it. If it feels nice in one spot, do a bit more. If it feels a bit awkward, don't do that. But if it feels sore, stop as usual. And I like to think about where my fingertips, this one got injured, as I push that one down, I'm trying to actually align the bones better and use that little bit of pressure to help to kind of create a bit of space within all the joints, and a simplicity and an ease to the movement, so I'm not holding anything too tight or caught up or kind of spiky. And then once I've done that, I'm going to bring the hands and just retest. So did that before, and my right hand was doing less than my left, and now it's probably doing a little bit more. So reasonable couple of minutes, didn't do the full set. Work your way through it, do one hand, then do the other, and it's really, really nice. And progressively you'll get more mobile, you'll get a little bit more strength into the fingers themselves, and all the muscles around the fingers will, you know, improve. But most importantly, the bones will help realign, and it'll help the bones realign, and it will also help to, you know, improve the blood flow and the flow of the liquids around the bones, which is going to help, you know, maybe reduce swelling, maybe take away tension in the tissues. So give it a go, enjoy. Thank you for watching. Bye.